We'll keep you posted. Anyway, it's also today's a very special day because today is Peace Day. In 2001, the United Nations voted to have an International Day of Peace every year on September 21st. So far, we haven't had a single day of peace since they enacted that. So it's not working too well. Although there are a lot of grassroots efforts, a lot of people doing a lot of hard work to keep this thing going, but we have had no sitting president, including our Nobel Prize winner, has ever acknowledged this holiday. So we're going to acknowledge it here tonight. There's a lot going on with that, so keep up with that, but we're going to acknowledge it through poetry here tonight. And I guess I was going to say a few words from this, this essay about peace in poetry that I was working on for the event. Peace. It's become one of those words you just don't use in poetry, like love, existence, heart, or blood. It's too abstract, cliche, makes the mind slip, too big, too romantic, not concrete enough. This in a time when perhaps we need peace in poetry more than ever, and perhaps less poems about cheese and cats. Yet, isn't poetry itself peace? Sure. In the act of writing a poem, one cannot pull the triggers of weapons, and in healing the wounds of war, one writes poems, but poetry itself inherently demands peace. Thus, poetry is the mother of peace, and vice versa. I don't see peace and poetry as one and the same, but they feed one another. They dance around one another. At the toughest times in life, we turn to the stillness of poetry, the grounding and centering of a few words when unable to conjure our own. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Evans.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, this poem is kind of getting lost in a feeling, or something that's kind of brought across to you, expressed without word even. That's what it's supposed to represent. But it's called Love That Song. When you sing that song like that, with bow, without word, where it broke old wood crack on side of road, I could scarcely console your dying pot of gold rainbow, humble home and huddled nestled grove, where you left a literate note at the wrong door on wrong post, a grown pooch not wearing own coat, and they scream, "Don't shoot!" as they choke in the bark as gun smokes run into hole. When you sing that song like that, it always seems so close, all too close to home as Rome rambles wandering through Skylight House Dome in middle of June, and the sky is gross only 'cause she's in the mood. Some sea over bruise, or perhaps she's in a terrible mood, ready to consume all that is colored Colorado, red rock stone midnight glow from the higher hike, a tighter, milder, wild ride through curbside on up and down Grand Pass, just in case your pointy hand and nose asks, with eyes growing, blooming in your stomach, wanting to devour all warm nose hair pinching scents that I perceive from this tower on the fence of water and earth edges crashing and cosmically, mundanely collaborating. As day breaks night on either side, it shades as dice, as human and animal eye combined, crossed over with a third line. Bird brightened into own only light. When you sing that song I like, I ignite bridges with your pipe, cry rivers with the same sky you buy, fight fishes against currents I can't even navigate to be burdened, broken from time. Just gotta give it time and give self-treasured treats that the beast can't hide in his teeth or bleak insides. If such jewel or jewels I happen to find, I might make it mine, and then I can love that song.
This is called Coalition Forces and begins with an epigraph from Townes Van Zandt. Breath I'll take and breath I'll give, and pray the day's not poison. Stand among the ones that live in lonely indecision. For now, there's nothing left in the world but sorrow. Something reaches up from within and grabs hold of my lungs. Newborns wail and shadows glide along hallway ceilings and hospitals. A million amoebas fill my lungs. In a puff, firecrackers flash and pop, drifting dead back to earth. Arsenic and sulfur swirl in my lungs. Whirling dust blows across the Saguaro Desert, the lazy train stations, and the blue coal mines. Dust that settles in my lungs. Deep in the woods, moss-covered stones sit in circles, significance forgotten. Mildewed leaves enter my lungs. There's no need to cover yourself. We're all just naked bodies swimming in the womb of the world. I breathe you into my lungs. If I die soon, I won't mind. Without wealth, we ran along hilltops. I exhale from my lungs.
This is called Saint Anthony. Saint Anthony. In the old Spanish Mexican-American mission of Saint Anthony, I river walked the central streets on a Sunday eve in summer early, mariachi serenading while painting the water, the air, the bridges, umbrellas, lovers, children, and families, the ducks treading close to the edges, doing tricks and turning for supper, feathered, obedient canines. The sun set and the lights shined. This is old northern Mexico, and all night illuminated as the Altamont, as people stroll and envelop themselves and each other into photos. The young man across the street plays guitar, some cliche pop song upon golden acoustic strings he gently calls. Meanwhile, down the road, the old Latin American spirited woman sings seemingly to nobody or everybody out of key, as if an American Idol auditioning. The horses and carriage seem to be lined for a whole block with ornate lights aligned as if Christmas time on summer eve. The horse closest to the crossing near the Alamo had on a pink hat as she waited to load, eyelashes of a caramel princess. The whole night the breeze has blessed. Oh, how I love the cypress, the boat ride on the river. Good company, a beautiful family, buildings erected neoclassically in the 20s, the exquisite murals and portraits, the old soul man jamming with his music while sketching the couple on the street, rapidly accurate or his own watching as old school rhythm and blues boomed, and the passion of the aromas, the blue, green, gray water, the colors and treasures in the eyes. I recall San Antonio as a child, as the birds fling and fly over the river, the stones, the boats, as we wind down, we slowly go home. The parking garage smells like the world's largest urinal. A simple image is recalled from the riverwalk. The man sleeping on the stone awning under the arched pedestrian bridge with black guitar gripped by the neck as if lovers sleep with him permanently attached. On other side of fountain awaiting, next awakened dream fetch and catch. For now they both shall rest as darkness is let in by the edge that is the west.
This poem's called Origins. Nail polish. The upstairs bedroom of a duplex in D.C. Pink tile. I make my way among bars to Bedfoot. The eyes, they called me. More love than a dog. Swallowed a quarter. Threw up in the tub. Red hearts. My guts in the tub. Beautiful. Pure lifeline there. Television in three-way bathroom mirror. Q-tips beside the hairdryer. Bob fixes it with a hammer. Clothes and shoes, sliding closet. Windows open above the warm bed light. And music drifting in. During the storm, a crack in the stairway wall. A dark night took the top of the tree. Clock, blue chair, pink medicine. Spit out behind the couch. Side door, large window, dad enters with beer. Plane trains beside the coffee table. We weren't coffee drinkers. I listened to a brown tape recorder. A photographer's umbrella, table, washing chair, smashing. Fed the ants from a paper plate cheese sandwich. Freezer on top of refrigerator, making meatballs, a bath in the kitchen sink. Plays London's Burning on old piano in the dining room. With green carpet watering. Table with burls winking like the eyes of owls. Falling bookshelf. A peanut butter cookie from the man. And a moving truck.
This is called Serve. We reign in our bodies the color of thunder. Broke bread, heart hue on a mahogany table for supper. The same place where they trophy case, pray and argue. Then we take turns as each other, as shadows. Then again you are you, and I nobody. We are an ornery, motley bunch, aren't we? But we always eat in peace. At the end of the night you were dressed in mahogany, mahogany. I obviously scream the same way you cry. Enraged with torrid love, not hate, rape, wrenched and wedged. They sit in the seat where weapons are set as alarms going off by dawn. The chair's antique, stained with the age of wisdom in bombs and bonds. The hot seat is sweating and vibrating, and when you water it down, it cannot tell a lie. Yet the table itself regards not any shelf life. They packed themselves years ago into a box, a crate, grabbed a ladder, and toted themselves to the highest, most inaccessible shelf in the pantry, or a covered cupboard, styrofoam brained and known only in black and white names. Trap the light in the attic and hang jewelry on the old crying pity Christmas tree. She calls herself Joyless Judy and labels herself to be permanently on dreary duty. Fortunately, her mother is a quilt that is a tissue, and her father an enchanted midnight forest. Judy, she sang in the choir and in the chorus, and gives all of her porridge to the poor kids bored with wither weather. It rains in the river, and the fish fry in the water, in the summer, in the jungle, jangled with juiced juniper and bright blue birds. Extraterrestrial tears rain into the dirt, and so out of it grows a plant you never served.
Continents of plastic bottles drifting on open oceans, the rise and swell of milk jugs and tufts of bubble wrap that even the undiscerning sea cannot swallow. And the birds drop seeds of foreign trees that grow amongst steel girders, high on suspension bridges, bridges above rivers, cutting rivers that find a way. And everything finds a way to the rivers, to the seas, where phytoplankton feed on the polyethylene we bathe in. And even in the destruction, the mother radiation, our brother petroleum, old father concrete, the cracking of steel sure is magnetism. Roots creep back in. Invisible fibers web. And a swoop of cranes lands so weightlessly they don't set off the mines. In the valley of setting sun, like endangered seraphim, they wash their feathers slowly, work they are used to, same as the forest, phoenixing from grasses and shrubs, again and again, through countless sunrises, countless by our tiny numbers, lost to our inky memory.
Graffiti gilded onto zebras and giraffes, the needy killed in the village, and lost leaders just laugh. They just laugh. It is so hard to exit the past and X's of mimicked masks. It is so hard to express it intact when the bloody knife is still attached, when the enslaved ghost is still attacked and trapped. Graffiti gilded onto enemy, graffiti gilded onto children of secret magic potion poison, dark berry ocean squeezed into red river, fought with the soul nearly loaded with all the ammo, and the channel is still fuzzy, sketchy, scratchy, and broken. Why is a natural way of life in the new screwed, misconstrued eye of the Neo Society pie sliced and diced, always deemed as less than, less than? How can they be less than children? How can we be less than human? I am grooming my thoughts and far-flushed feelings only to speak stories saturated of what I'm feeling in the graves gifted, to just catch it and listen. Listen upon hollow eaves of summers where memories mashed and hollowed go to murmur under the clipped cozy covers of shadows. And I hunted like thunder seeking electricity and fire. Obsessively I think, Obsessively I dream until my head chases away my flapping and fantasy and fawn following. There are bare feet in pear trees, walking upside down as to not be seen, as they have long since started evaporating. They have long since plotted escaping. I harvested in a heart hitch to hazy doubt, faith, wisdom, and superstition. I harvest a mint mission for mimicking a distant feeling, peeling out a garden of a painting.
This is called Ode to Cordoba.
A woman watches from the bridge. Birds rise in waves from the river at sunset. Dwellings no longer inhabited by people belong to the pigeons. Cries from a violin remember in your grand mosque, your Alcazar standing fast, your ancient steps, your little fountains. If there were peace,
This is called Son of Saturn, and I labeled it IC, which means incomplete, so. Some of us directly obey all along the way, though most don't, and some just can't. Try to pave road out of unknown distant planetary stones as you gaze through fog gray upon the old bay. There at that shore you can't always, in hopes and visions, afford to see or catch ships rolling in, when by laser lassoed lightning they are already scorched. So then there's the fog, and so goes the smoke. Water your eyes into deluge. Nothing then separates the ocean, the land, and you. The sky crumbles and collapses down so close. Heaven and hell have pulled back the latch. The ground is still there underneath, old gravity still attached. So there may then be another dream to catch.
this is part of a poem by Gregory Corso. O bomb, O final Pied Piper, both sun and firefly behind your shock waltz. God abandoned mock nude beneath his thin false talced apocalypse. He cannot hear thy flutes. Happy the day profanations. He is spilled deaf into the silencer's warty ear. His kingdom an eternity of crude wax. Clogged clarions untrumpet him. Sealed angels unsing him. A thunderless God, a dead God. O bomb, thy boom his tomb, that I lean forward on a desk of science, an astrologer dabbling in dragon prose, half smart about wars, bombs, especially bombs, that I am unable to hate what is necessary to love, that I can't exist in a world that consents, a child in a park, a man dying in an electric chair. That I am able to laugh at all things, all that I know and do not know, thus to conceal my pain. That I say I am a poet and therefore love all men, knowing my words to be the acquainted prophecy of all men, and my unwords no less an acquaintanceship. That I am manifold, a man pursuing the big lies of gold, or a poet roaming in bright ashes, or that which I imagine myself to be, a shark-toothed sleep, a man-eater of dreams. I need not then be all smart about bombs, happily so. For if I felt bombs were caterpillars, I doubt not they'd become butterflies. There is a hell for bombs. They're there. I see them there. They sit in bits and sing songs, mostly German songs, and 2 very long American songs, and they wish there were more songs, especially Russian songs and Chinese songs, and some more very long American songs. Poor little bomb that'll never be. An Eskimo bomb, I love thee. I want to put a lollipop in thy furcal mouth, a wig of Goldilocks upon thy baldy bean, and have you skip with me Hansel and Gretel along the Hollywoodian screen. O bomb in which all lovely things, moral and physical, anxiously participate. O fairy flake plucked from the grandest universe tree, a piece of heaven which gives both mountain and anthill a sun. I am standing before your fantastic lily door. I bring you mid-garden roses, Arcadian musk, reputed cosmetics from the girls of heaven. Welcome me, fear not thy open door, nor thy cold ghost gray memory, nor the pimps of indefinite weather their cruel terrestrial fall. Oppenheimer is seated in the dark pocket of light, Fermi in dry death Mozambique. Einstein is myth-mouth, the barnacled wreath on the moon squid's head. Let me in, bomb. Rise from that pregnant rat corner, nor fear the raised broom nations of the world. Oh, bomb, I love you. I want to kiss your clank and eat your boom. European and acme of scream, a lyric hat of Mr. Thunder. Oh, resign thy tanky knees. Boom, 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 boom. Boom ye skies and boom ye suns. Boom, boom ye moons, ye stars. Boom, nights ye boom, ye days ye boom. Boom, boom ye winds, ye clouds, ye rain. Go bing, bang, boom, bang, ye lakes. Ye oceans bing, barracuda boom, and cougar boom, oobangy bang, orangutan bing, bang, bong, boom, beer, bear, baboon, ye bang, ye bong, bing, the tail of the fin and the wing, yes, yes, into our midst a bomb will fall. Flowers will leap in joy, their roots aching. Fields will kneel proud beneath the alleluias of the wind. Pink bombs will blossom, elk bombs will perk their ears. Ah, many a bomb that day will awe the bird a gentle look, yet not enough to say a bomb will fall, or even contend celestial fire goes out. Know that the earth will Madonna the bomb, that in the hearts of men to come more bombs will be born. Magisterial bombs, wrapped in ermine, all beautiful, and they'll sit plunk on earth's grumpy empires, fierce with mustaches of gold. Thank you very much, Kevin Evans, Aaron Price.
What was the name of that course?
Bomb. Very cool. We're going to take a quick intermission. We'll be right back with the open mic. Thanks for being here tonight. Don't go anywhere. We still got some awesome stuff coming at you. And keep in mind there's beer, wine, coffee, that sort of thing in the lobby. And we'll be back in just a minute. Thanks a lot, Mom.
That was written by somebody else. He was reading it.
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't try to figure it out.